oil, and hence they are called as oil glands. Some people have very dry skin, whereas some people have very oily skin. What is the reason? The reason is that the secretion of the sweat glands is more. Many young people you can see get acne and pimples on their face because of the increased activity of these glands. So somebody whose skin is too oily, which means the secretion of oil glands is more, and somebody who's less oily or it is very dry. Some people have a very dry skin. Suppose this is very dry skin. So if I scratch here, you can see my skin is dry. So if I scratch here, see this kind of white patches are there. Understood or not? But there are many people who have oily skin. Even if I scratch, there will be no symbol, which means I have a dry skin. And some people have very oily skin where the secretion of the glands increases, and pimples are reason of that only. Pimples, what happens? No, when your pores are blocked, at that time dust particles or other foreign particles, they get inside and they get trapped along with the oil. With the time, it begins to enlarge and gives you a pimple. So this is one of the changes in puberty, increased activity of sweat and sebaceous glands. So we can have a question here from this particular topic. Rani and Ragini went to a particular doctor with some skin problems. The doctor told them that Ragini's skin was quite oily, whereas Rani's skin was very dry. As a result, they were having differences in their properties. Now, what do you think? Why one of their skins were oily and why one of their skins were very dry? That is a question from this particular part that you have to solve. Once again, I repeat, Rani and Ragini, they went to the doctor with their skin problems, and the doctor advised them that the skin of Ragini was quite oily, whereas the skin of Rani was very dry. What is the reason behind this particular difference in their skin colors or in their skin patterns? This is the question. Next, if you want to go to the next part, glands. What are sweat and sebaceous glands? These glands release their secretions through ducts. Duct gland means they release the oil or they release whatever they secrete, they release it through the ducts. Ducts means you can tell as openings or you can tell as pores, anything. Then you have endocrine glands. What are endocrine glands? These glands release hormones. Now suppose you see my beard is much more than any other person. Somebody has less beard, which means the hormones releasing capacity in my case is very high. So people have mustache and beard from a very early age, but many people don't have that particular thing because hormone releasing is very less. So these glands release hormones directly into the bloodstream. So they are termed ductless glands, means they don't have the duct. Directly they release into the bloodstream. And those glands which release their secretion through the ducts are called duct glands. And endocrine glands are called ductless glands because they release hormones directly into the main bloodstream. Clear? Difference between sweat glands and sebaceous glands. Let us go to the next one. Development of sex organs. One of the most important things in changes in puberty. What are the different sex organs that try to go in us? Boys, testes and the penis begins to develop completely in our body. The testes also, they begin to produce sperms in our body. That is called maturity in boys, in us. Girls, the ovaries present inside them, they enlarge and they begin to mature. And also the ovaries start releasing their mature eggs. So these are the two main primary development of sex